Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the Shy Guy clinic event. Now it's pretty late for me, so my commentary probably won't be as up to par as the rest of my commentary videos. But I'm gonna try and do my best here. So this one, they feature Donkey Kong as the pack to buy, which is usually the character that works best with the levels. Now, I didn't find them all that useful. I used them in the first 5 levels just because those don't have any stakes or anything, but once I got to the 3 stars, I mostly just stuck to Wario as usual. But yeah, these first ones are pretty easy. I can sort of talk about my strategy with them. This one is literally just, I see a green and red and I start to clear them. And the assistants that I use on all of these, I use the bullet bill and the bonsai bill, but do not use these because later on, it kind of ruined the rest of my run. I was trying to go for a really low medal, and it ended up taking like 50 minutes for me to record this, and I wasn't able to get that low. You'll see which number I get. It was still pretty good, but I wish I could have got lower, and I definitely could have if I had changed my assistants earlier. And another thing I want to talk about is if you've watched some of my clinic event or some of my clinic event videos before, you may recognize these levels. Now this isn't one of the main clinic event videos. It was actually the original Piranha Plant video, and I might put that in like a card right now. If you've never seen it before, go check it out and you'll see that all these levels are exactly the same as they were in that. So it seems like this one might be just like a one to fall back on. They've had these levels for a long time, and I wonder if all the clinic events, if these levels have been made for a very long time, and they're just releasing them as they go. It's kind of crazy to me to think that was like back in 2019, I'm pretty sure, like during Christmas time, because this one looks like a snowman, the next one looks like a candy cane. And it's Christmas themed, so it's kind of strange that they are releasing it now and maybe not wait until next Christmas even. And also that they would have it as the original Piranha Plant and then change it. And maybe they changed it because it actually was supposed to be the Shy Guy one, but they released it at the wrong time. I really don't understand what happened or why. I never knew it in the first place why these were taken down and changed. And maybe that could be the reason why. Again, the Christmas theme doesn't make a lot of sense as to why that would be the case. I'm gonna go into talking about this level for a little bit. The candy canes here are green and red striped. So if you get any blue and greens, definitely make sure to get rid of the greens on the side there so the red bubbles can fall down and you can clear those a lot easier. So keep that in mind. Blue and greens are gonna be very helpful on this stage. Try to get rid of the greens first so then you can attack the reds. Eventually I got to a point where I figured I might as well just get rid of some of the reds as I go. Especially on these early levels when the points don't really matter. You just need to complete the level. So yeah, not too much to worry about, but it is a good strategy to get rid of the greens first. I'm definitely going to go into my strategy more as we get into the more difficult levels. But for these first early ones, I don't need to talk about too much. There, I accidentally put a green in there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm also tired, like I said. So I could have even finished this earlier than I did. But yeah, at this part, I was really trying to go fast because I wanted to see, like, how early could I get? Can I get in, like, top 10 medals? I definitely could have, like I said, if I had changed the assistants. I just wasn't thinking about it. I don't really know why. Because I remember being, like, at the one stage, I'll mention it when I really get stuck. But I kept thinking, like, okay, my assistants aren't working, or, like, it's not triggering the skill, like a automatic skill meter right away. That kind of sucks, but I didn't even think to change it, and I don't really know why. So yeah, it cost me an early medal. I'm kind of upset about that. As you can see here, this one's Christmas tree themed. Another thing about like them reusing a what is it, a clinic event, is that I've already made a video on this basically. Like, this video exists twice now on YouTube, just with different titles. You could watch the Piranha Plant one and virtually have the same experience as you're having here. Besides the last one that ended right before I was able to get 3 stars on the last level. So I almost 3-starred the whole clinic event before. And now I had to do it all again. Even though I had more trouble this time, which is kind of funny, but Wario did help out in some ways that I had trouble with before. But yeah, for that one, as you watched, I was just trying to get that key down. There are a lot of exploders, so just try to aim for those and they'll get rid of most of the viruses for you. I guess these initial stages when I'm doing post-commentary are good for me to talk about things other than the levels, just because, like I said, there isn't too much challenge to these. Now, I did get the skill right away for Donkey Kong here, so I was able to take something out, even though it didn't go exactly as I wanted to. The thing about Donkey Kong's is that it doesn't have as much control as you might want. You can kind of select it, but it can go wrong if you don't time it correctly. But it still went pretty good, honestly. It got rid of that main section that would have taken a little bit to clear out. And I was able to get to the main part here, which is just getting rid of the coins. I would say focus on the coins and getting rid of the blocks first. And then if you have any extra colors that you don't need at the time, you can use to get rid of the remaining viruses. But really, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to clear this one just fine. I'm sure most people are here if they need help with the later stages. Although, like I said, I didn't have too much of a problem with them the last two. I thought, or number 4 was the one that caused trouble for me, but I had to do number 5 twice. But yeah, I did number 4 for about a half an hour just because of my assistance. So I will always recommend when going for, like, when you need to get 3 stars and you're having a hard time, just change the assistants that give you the point boosts based on the color viruses you have. So in that one specifically, you have red and blue viruses only. So I put them on the red and blue point boosts. One gave me 100 points per, and the other one gave me 70 points per. And yeah, I got 3 stars on my first try after switching to the assistants. But let's start talking about the first point-based level, like in the second round here. And I don't remember exactly what it was. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I did change out from Donkey Kong just because, like I said, I want to get that medal, and I wasn't sure how useful Donkey Kong was actually going to be. And he really isn't that much of a help. With the 3 capsules you get with Dr. Wario, you might as well just use those because you have a better chance of getting something you actually need and not accidentally messing up the aiming part. So yeah, now I remember this one. You just want to get rid of these blocks right away because the stage is going to move. But you also want to get rid of the reds before they start disappearing on you, going in places you don't want them to go to. If they're all lined up like that, it makes it very easy for you to clear them all at once. Once you get more access to the lower levels, it starts to spread out more, and it's hard to get rid of the viruses. So it is best to try and get rid of them before the screen starts to move. Although it is kind of tied into the capsule movement. If you can move as many capsules as you can in as little time as you can, you'll likely get them before they're able to move to the bottom like that. And when they do move to the bottom like that, it would be useful to have Donkey Kong to use against that, because instead of using like 5 or 6 capsules to get in there, you would have an instant skill to just get in that little corner and get rid of those blocks, and you'd have instant access to all of those blues right in the corner. But it also didn't take too many to get in there, and also you still get points for getting rid of the crates and your own capsules, so it works out in the end. They gave me, or I guess they give everybody, a good amount of capsules for this one, and Dr. Wario always helps out to get a little bit more. So yeah, you don't need to worry about those crates or anything for this one, and it's just getting rid of the red and blue viruses. So don't worry about that whole other side if there's nothing there. It worked out for me that they all went in the same corner. If they went in different corners, I might have had a lot more of a problem with this stage. But yeah, it worked out for me. You might have to retry it a couple of times if they don't go in the corner for you right away. But I'm sure eventually you'll get it. Moving on to the next stage. This one is all about the coins now. So whenever you can, try and eliminate the coins first so that you can get access to the ones behind the cages. The viruses just help you with that. If they're getting too close to the top of the screen, you're still going to have to get rid of them. But if they're not near any coins, you might as well wait for them until until the end, or until you have to clear them eventually. But for now, just focus on the coins, unlocking them all. Once you get rid of the coins, you don't have to worry about them anymore. That's always my strategy with the coins, basically. But for some levels, the coins aren't as important as the viruses. This one, they turned out to be more important. But yeah, the viruses are all, or I guess not all of them, but most of them are the floating ones. I don't know specifically what they're called. So they'll take 3 hits to take out, which actually kind of helps with the coin situation. And they tend to move towards the bottom of the screen. And I think mostly the reason for that is because you wouldn't want it spawning in right at the top as the screen moves. That would be even more annoying than them fitting into little spots at the bottom. So it does make sense that they would file into the bottom as quickly as possible, as to not screw up your game even more. But it also is annoying because they do factor that into making the levels and make it hard to get to the bottom at some points. But yeah, now that I'm at the end, I took out that last virus, and now all I have to do is start clearing out the coins. That last one is behind that cage, so I just need to take care of everything else first. I wish there was a better way that I could have took all 3 of those out at the same time, but I didn't have a double yellow or anything. So I just had to do it this way. I don't know if I was cutting it close with that. I think I had plenty of capsules left. And I'm not sure how useful Dr. Donkey Kong would have been on that one. If there's a specific coin that you needed in the corner, you could get rid of 1 or 2 with the skill, save some capsules. But really, again, Dr. Wari works out just fine. Now for this one, you only need to get rid of the viruses. But since they are the floating ones again, you are going to have to take out the electric boxes as much as you can. So what I did was basically the same as before, where I focused on, not instead of the coins, I focused on the electric boxes, using the viruses whenever I could. Not only do you need to get rid of them because they obstruct your capabilities of getting to the other viruses, but also because the screen is moving. If they get too close to the top, you'll get a game over instantly. So you still have to take them out either way, just not all of them. So yeah, like I said, I'm focusing on the electric boxes first and foremost. And if any viruses show up near them, I make sure to take them out. But the sooner you can take out the electric boxes, the easier it is to gain access to everything else. And hopefully the better lined up everything will be. And I didn't find this level to be too hard. Now honestly, I don't remember the second round of levels as much as I do with the first round from when I did it the first time with that original Piranha Plant levels. But I think I remember this one. I definitely remember the last one, just because that was the only one I couldn't beat. But I didn't remember having a problem with them then either. With the clinic events, I try to do them as quickly as possible because they're really the only ones that I can get the medal as soon as possible. When I'm making videos on the normal levels, I tend to take my time a little bit more, plus I have to make videos as I'm doing it. So I sometimes showcase videos and I run out of hearts a bit more because of that. Or sorry, I think I said I showcase videos. I meant to say I showcase characters in the videos. And that can take away some hearts a bit more because I lose a lot more. And then also recently now I have to start adding commentary to the videos. I like to get them out as soon as possible in the sets of 5 that I usually do it in. Now you can see here, I did use Donkey Kong. Oh wait, no, I did. So I used Donkey Kong, had my assistants like I said. I chose Fly Guy and I don't remember what the other one was, but it's the blue, it helps with blue viruses. It gives you points for blue viruses. And I tried with my inferior assistants, I tried, what's his name, Larry. I obviously tried Wario, and I also used Donkey Kong, and all of them worked out about the same. So if you're missing, if you're missing some of those characters, there are a lot to choose from here. When I originally did these, I used Dr. Dry Bowser, so that's an option too. I know I beat it with that. So yeah, or maybe it was just regular Bowser too even. Bowser, Dry Bowser, Larry, or Donkey Kong, fall back on Wario if you don't have any of those. So yeah, this one is, there are a lot of colored crates that often get in your way, and these blocks you also have to get rid of because you're gonna end up having coins after you defeat all of the viruses. That's just bound to happen. Now I never tried Wendy, but I do wonder if Wendy would have been a good choice. But also Donkey Kong is really good for this one because you can get rid of that corner there without having to take the blocks on the side, because the sides especially are hard to get to because those blocks don't go away when you clear them, and you have to clear the colored boxes on the side, and sometimes those are like every other color and really hard to get rid of all at once. So yeah, he's really good at getting in there, but also, like I said, Dr. Larry just gets rid of the colored crates entirely. Also a very good option. But yeah, you can see that I got rid of all the viruses, and now I'm just focusing on getting that last box. Now I barely, and I mean barely, got enough points for this. I got like 36 and 35 before with only 2 stars. So that was cutting it very close. I imagine if I used Wario, I would have done a lot better. Maybe even Larry would have helped a lot more. But yeah, moving into this last stage, I did lose the first time. Or I guess I didn't lose. I got 2 stars on my first try. But going in the second time, I was able to do it just fine. And I'm sure you guys will have a fine time with it as well. But if you are having trouble, basically, there are a lot of viruses at the top, and the screen starts to move pretty quickly, and you really need to take care of those viruses right away because you can get game over very easily. Now, I never got a game over, but it got pretty close sometimes. So make sure, even though there are a lot of better setups close to the bottom, there are a lot of yellows next to each other, you really need to focus on the stuff on the top at first, and then you can start moving towards the middle. But the main thing here is that there's going to be a red key towards the bottom. You need to take care of that red key right away because the whole level revolves around that. You might not get like enough reds to do it, so just keep getting rid of the stuff at the top as you go. But as you can see, I kind of got preoccupied with the stuff on the top. I just wanted to clear out some more stuff, plus some more of the floating viruses will move towards the bottom next to the bombs, which is also really helpful. So I guess I wouldn't suggest getting rid of the key if there's nothing near the bombs, because it's not really going to help. So also make sure that most of the floating ones are near the bombs so that they'll actually do the work for you. But yeah, now I start to get to work at the red key there, using some of the red viruses that floated down with it. But yeah, if I don't have red, just take care of this stuff at the top. Try to get rid of some of the floaters as well, or try to get some of the floaters down some damage so that they will go down towards the heart there. And once you get rid of that key, put a single red, or I guess a rainbow capsule in the middle there, because that'll get rid of everything. If you put it anywhere else, it won't explode everything. So once you get rid of that, it's just a matter of getting rid of everything else that didn't explode. And the first time I did it, I was left with 4 viruses at the end, and I didn't get 3 stars. I got 5 viruses this time and got 3 stars. So it is a matter of just a few amount of viruses. It really cuts it close. But yeah, if you get 5 and you're close like that, I would suggest those assistants again that help with the points. But yeah, you should be fine with that one. If you follow the strategy that I did, it's not too bad. So yeah, that was the Shy Guy event. I've been expecting Shy Guy for a while now, and he finally showed up. So as we can see here, as I get the platinum medal, I got place 33. So again, not bad, but it could have been better for sure if I took less time. So yeah, new level should be coming next week, and I really appreciate you guys watching this. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon with the next set of levels. Goodbye.